fast internet. Oh, I'm back. So you guys see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Oh my gosh, can you see me now? Okay. Okay, well, we're back. Let's see if we get people come back to us. Let's take a minute or two. We build up. Oh, Periscope, go. Thanks for hanging in there. You're the only service that's working. The others are either sideways or screwed up or something. Whatever. Okay. And he's back. Yes, we're back. Yay! Yay! I'm on vacation every day because I love my occupation. So that's why I say that the people, I didn't have fun. But when I started having fun, that's when things changed. I mean, that's when it became unique. I mean, we're all trying to copy somebody else, and somebody else is already doing that better. And also, if you're having fun, then you're winning right away. See, so many of us, and I was in that trap too. Oh, I'm going to, do this because somebody said I'll make a lot of money. In 10 years, I'm going to retire and then feed all the hungry people and sit on the beach and life will be great. Well, that probably won't happen. And what happens is I think you waste 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life doing something because someday we're going to be happy. And I think the key is try to do something today that you're happy at. That you could make, hello, I'm 55, I need help finding grants to purchase a home. Got lots of help for that, Garciana. But let me finish this ideas first. And I'll hang around, point you some stuff. But it's finding something that you want to do, that will make you happy. And sure, you can't do it, just like next Tuesday, I always wanted to do this and do it. No, it's a slow process to figure that out. You have to fail even a lot to figure out what it is. And I think the best way to do that is to know what it isn't. As long as you know what it isn't, you get away from that and you start going towards something that is, but you don't know yet. It's like an artist. You have to paint your life like an artist. And it's laying a brushstroke on it, then another brushstroke and whatever. But it's so hard to do that because we're all influenced by other people that tell you what should be done. I mean, like rich people say, oh, this is what should be done. But rich people don't know. And nobody knows what's good for you except you. And that's why you have to find out for that yourself and to fail and struggle and figure it out. But if it's towards something you really want to do, then it's fine because this is what you want to do. You want to be back in jail again? Or even if you're doing it on the side while you're keeping your normal job, that gives you more hope because now you're working towards something that is really going to be important for you someday as you build up and you get this other train going so you could jump horses onto the other horse. That will support you because that's what you have to do. We all have to support ourselves in the world. Or that's the best way to do it anyway. A lot of people don't, but it's probably best if we all try to do that, right? So it is, and we don't know what's best for us until we start learning, and trial and error is the only way you're learning. And especially in our economy now, it's changing so much and so fast, we don't know. And that's why it's just to try the best thing that you can think of. Follow that, as hard as you can until, that horse is beaten to death or till it shows you a glimmer of something else. And you don't know what that is yet until you get to the first part. And you have to keep, trying your best. And that's why I think the other trick is not to spend money doing it. If you're spending money doing it, then you're going to run out of money before you find out what it is. Because everybody says, oh, here's a way to do what you want to do and just give me a lot of money. You're not positive. You think you're positive that's what it is, but you're not positive. So you can't spend money. All these people on the internet promising you all this stuff, you can't do that because you don't have that much money until you find out. And there's other options. There's always options, other ways to do things, and that don't cost money. And the internet now makes that available more than anything. The system bounced all of us. Yeah, I don't know what happened. And actually, I'm on YouTube, on Facebook also, and now that's sideways. I started out the other way. But I think life is sideways. Life is all screwed up. That's another thing. Don't plan for success, because that happens rare. You look at the smartest people in the world that invest in ideas, invest in people or whatever, venture capitalists, okay? They're the people, and they're rich, so you think they're smart. Hey, you're rich, must be smart, which is a stupid thing. They're not. And they're only right. So venture capitalists are only right about their investment 15% of the time. That's it. Only 15% of the time. Lotto is probably a surer way to get money. And these are the richest people investing in ideas. So that's why our own ideas, I think that most of us, unless we have a bunch of money or know how to get it, have to try small little ideas. Take little baby steps to learn, to see if that's going to go anywhere or not. If not, and try other sources of funding something. There's always an alternative, to funding something. Than having to get $100,000 or $20,000, whatever you think you need to do something. You have to be clever enough in this society to think otherwise. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything unless you marry well. And that's not going to happen, particularly as old, ugly guys. Thank you, Abstract Echo. Abstract Echo, Chris, the system about something. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do is too. So that's why the sources, I love giving sources, but I think the philosophy about life is important. That's why the question mark suit changed my life. When I started having fun, then things started happening to me, because this was me inside. I felt everybody was putting stuff on me. And about my mid-30s or so, I had to start ripping off this stuff that people put on me to find out what does less go inside, where am I? And that's what I finally, this, to me, this question mark suit is me inside. So I call it living inside out. So if you like this suit, I know I'm going to like you because this is me inside. You think I'm an asshole? That's fine. I am, I'm sure, to a lot of people. But we're saving each other a lot of time because now you see what I really am. And if you think, you want nothing to do with somebody wears a suit, we're great. We're saving each other so much time in the world. But now, this is what, thinking this way made me unique. Thinking this way, I think, is the reason why I had any success. I flunked English in college, and I have 2 New York Times bestsellers. To me, that was like being on Mars. Or back in the 70s, like having $1 million business, I was just trying to feed myself. And after 3 or 4 of these things that failed, man, I just couldn't believe it. Or being on a big national talk show, that wasn't for me, a kid from Wilkes-Barre, but it is. And it only started happening when I had fun. And then actually, when you have fun, then having a quantifying success is not that important. See, if you're reaching for some goal, what are you going to do the day after it? See, you all have plans. Oh, I'm going to be sitting on the beach and saving the world by giving, donating or something like that. And you say, but you could do that now. You could donate the best thing you have to the world, which is your talent, whatever that talent is, and figure out how to get paid for that. Because the world needs that. The world needs what's unique about you. The world doesn't need another black sweater, let's say, It needs something with flowers or dazzles, something that nobody's giving us. See, and you can do that. Find out what is unique about you. Because after my own life, I see the best thing that you have is what's weird about you. This is my weirdness. And that made me a lot of money, to tell you the truth. But everybody else told me, told me, don't do it. And when I first started wearing the suits, I lost millions of dollars. I was thrown off shows, home shopping, which I was making tons and tons of money off. They didn't want me to wear that on the show and to sell my books. I just had to do it. The older I get, the more I had to dig down into inside with what I am, because that is the best I have to give everybody else. You know? And if you're giving your best, you have a better chance of financial rewards too. You know? And that's I think how the system works. You look at all the goofy people. They all seem strange in person, and they're doing so well because they somehow found out what's unique about them. That's why following an expert or doing what everybody says, sure, you could do the science, but, you know, experts are all wrong. I mean, the data, and I've said this a bunch of times, if you go a scientific journal's wrong, if you Google that, you'll see that 63% of the best articles in the best scientific peer-review magazines, the information turns out to be wrong. So that's what you're doing, or I was doing, going to these experts. They were rich, they must know how to do it and everything. But no, they're wrong for you. They may have been right for them at the time or whatever, but you're different. And you're trying to be like somebody else, then you're a phony. And that starts smelling through, doesn't it? If you're a phony, you could smell the phonies trying to be something they're not, you know? And that's why the more you could get to what's inside you, that's why I start saying your heart is smarter than your brain. And really is, you have to use both. But nobody in school, there wasn't a course in any school that you or I have ever been. I've never seen one, maybe in a religious course or something like that, to those who were, you know, the faithful of that religion. But nobody teaches you how to use your heart. You know, they're all teaching you how to build a spreadsheet to make every decision. You know, and this life is not spreadsheet decision-wise. It's part of it's that, but the other big part is this. You got to feel it. You got to know. Only you knows you. Nobody else. I also feel nobody else could tell you what to do. You know, except you, because we're all guessing. Everyone in life. To me, you know, at 74 years old, I guarantee if you get any famous, rich, or whatever person in a room by themselves or whatever, and get them to speak honestly, do you know what they're doing? They have to admit they don't. They're guessing. Because that's what life is. And it's even more so now in our changing society. So if you're guessing about life, what gives anybody the right to tell somebody else what to do? You know, and that's why in my letsgo.com talk, where I talk to people and help them decide, see, I want to give you sources. I give you links. I don't know what you could do. I could help you think through what to do and show you alternatives, but you got to choose the alternatives and see if they work for you. Nobody can guarantee anything, and everybody wants to guarantee. You want to guarantee? No. I mean, because it takes effort on your part. It's sort of like me guaranteeing you that person will date you. I could show you where they hang out. I can't guarantee that they'll date you. And that's the best you could hope for. But everybody wants to say, there's no risk. You know, guarantee this. You know, and nobody can guarantee that. You're going to have to go out and risk it. Gabriel, in order to find money, first look at the government grants, business plans, investors, friends, and partnership. That's one way. Work smart and do what makes us happy in life. Yes, I hope. I love doing voiceover, but there's so competitive. You're right. So now if something is competitive, then you have to be smarter than that. You have to find a niche, find something in that nobody else is doing. You know, maybe you do underwater voiceover, or you just do a commercial underwater. You know, just think if you had your head in a tub of water or something like that. And you say, I'm a boy, people are going to remember you, right? That's what I found out about the question mark suit. You know? And so anyway, the problem that in our society now, no matter what you're trying to sell, it is... if you don't have a lot of money, you have to be creative to do things, you know, and hook up connections or whatever, or hook up with other organizations that may need voiceovers. I mean, just think if what could you do voiceover in? I mean, I was thinking like maybe at graduation, or something like that. You did a voiceover for everybody who graduates for their, audio yearbook or something like that. And in other words, all the stuff they got in their yearbook that you read them to them in funny voices or whatever kind of voiceover you want. And even if you gave it away for free, I mean, just think if you went on Fiverr and you said that you will do birthday greeting cards in 3 languages or something like that people could click on and they get this voiceover of whatever it is that's clever. Or who does the Bible? What else can we have? I mean, there must be a lot of avenues people haven't identified yet, to use voice to get known, to start building up a market. I can build businesses in any niche and market them for you, automated system for you, automated systems for you, Jen. Oh, well, send me an email. Anybody has any ideas? I don't know what the hell works. I'm struggling every day trying to find out what works. So let's go freeradio@gmail.com is where to help me or find me. But about what to do with your life, how to find out what you could give the best. Like also, I just did an ebook on this, a video ebook at letsgo.com/tutor, and I collected. Not only I have a seminar there on how to choose the right thing to do in life, whether it's a branding, a career, a job, or even a business. So if you go to letsgo.com/tutor, and that's the front page, and you'll see an ebook there on branding, and it's like $9, $9.95, $10. But here, if you use this code called BRAND, BRAND, if you use BRAND as the coupon code, you get 25% off. And there's 25 videos in there too about other things. I mean, to me, it's looking at life differently, so you're not following the same thing, because everybody who's following what everybody else is doing is, I think, struggling harder and not having fun. So how do you tilt the world to see it a little differently, so you start having fun and see opportunities that nobody else has, because you start looking at it differently. If everybody's going to do the same thing, there's no opportunity, right? Everybody knows about it, everybody does. And that's what we do. We Google, what do you do with this? Okay, we find something on the first or second page that tells you the secrets to doing something, but everybody's doing that. Why is that an opportunity if everybody else is doing it? What about singing gospel music? Same thing, look for ways. I mean, crowdfunding, you want to call me, walk through a scenario how you could raise money for a nonprofit with your gospel singing or whatever, or teach people. Like you could go in, now just think if you went into a nursing home and say, okay, we're going to start a gospel choir, but I need 10 grand to do that. Okay, well, I could do is show you how on the internet you raise $10,000 through a crowdfunding site, but you raise it with the nonprofit, so they're getting the money to pay you to conduct the choral society in gospel music, right? So, see, there's other ways to do these things. Actually, here's some of the other videos that are in this report on branding. And you may get a kick out of them. They're all videos I've done. I've done like 2,500 videos in the last 2 or 3 years after people don't buy reference books anymore. So I'm still struggling trying to find a way to make a living out of this too. But I'm having fun, whether I make a living out of it or not. Okay, how the hell, this is the name of the video, okay? How the hell are you going to give as much as you can before you die? And this weekend with my son getting married, boy, it's all about giving and loving. I think life is. So to me, it's like, how much can you give to your family, to the society, or whatever before you die? What else are you going to do? What else is worthwhile? There's a lot of other things that sound nice, sitting on the beach or whatever. But is that, and you have to do that to recharge and do all those things. That's the way I look at it. But we're really here to contribute. So how are you going to contribute more? Or here's another one. a video idea. Jackasses deserve to be treated fairly too. And that's right. I think that's a picture of society, is how, how you treat your children, how you treat the poor, and how you treat jackasses. Yeah. Because we all have a bit of jackass in us, right? So that's why you have to be kind. You have to be as be justified, or not, but equal treatment. Even if you're a jackass, you have to be treated equal. This is what this country is. We treat people equally. That's why when Trump got elected, everybody thought he was a jackass, or half the country did, or wanted to treat him differently. Why? No. He won. He has to be treated equally. You want to be treated equally if someone else thinks you're a jackass, right? So that's why we have to treat jackasses that way too. Stop trying to act professional and start acting human. All this acting professional. Everybody is trained to acting professional. Have you ever called a Fortune 500 company? Comcast or anybody, the phone companies, all these banks or whatever, they're all programmed. Whether they're from the States or overseas, and it's like talking to a robot. There's no interaction, there's no nothing. They're trying to be professional. And professional is boring. They hate it. You hate listening to it. And you're just trying to it's like a dentist. You just want to get it over with. And then hurry up with the teeth. I want to get out of here. So why does daily life, daily work, 8 hours, half of your waking life is spent like that? That doesn't seem right. That's why I leave my customer service people alone or whatever. You do what's comfortable to you. You're honest people. You know what's right and wrong. Leave it up to you. If you have to worry about every word out of your mouth, man. I'll send you some links. You talking to somebody else, Jennifer? Okay. Oh, yes, to me. Send me some links. Let's Go Free Radio at gmail.com. Okay. Okay. Here's another one I did. You'll never find a perfect job. You have to make one. That's what I really believe. It's hard. Perfection. We want perfection. No, you make perfection yourself. Because first of all, we're all different. We're so unique. So any job, I think, that is, you make it. And you make it by trial and error and doing things like that. Because it's like a painting. I mean, if Picasso paints something, he maybe has an idea in his mind a little bit, but then he puts a little piece of paint on the paper, and that changes everything. Now he's got to do something else, and that changes something else. And that's why 5-year plans are stupid. You don't know what you're going to do Thursday, let alone 5 years from now. And you really have to take, as soon as you take the first step in a plan, everything changes. And that way, the next step is going to be different than you thought it was. That's why it's too, I think it's just too impractical to plan too long. Here's why goals in life are dumb. That's another video. And it is because you're working for a goal. You want that. I can understand you want to do that, maybe to inspire you. But if that's the only reason, so you get there. I remember, oh man, to have a New York Times bestseller, that was, oh God. Okay, so, and I never thought it would be that. And then all of a sudden I got close to, and it happened. And I thought it never happened, so I spent the next day calling everybody and bragging that I became trying to find my English teacher who flunked me in college English. And then after that, I had to go to work again. So if you're working for just a one-day event, then what are you going to do, after the second day? Or, particularly if it's like business, if 85% of the venture capitalists fail, and so you're working for somebody 5 years, and you only have a 15% chance of success, and then you could, skate for the rest of your life or whatever you think you could do, and that's only a 15% chance, then you wasted all those years doing it, because most likely it won't happen. Use crowdfunding to start any business or nonprofit or idea. I think that's one of the best things. Women are 100% more successful at crowdfunding than men. Here's another thing. Here's one I like. Is your job like an arranged marriage? I mean, I don't really know arranged marriage. I was over in India for a while and talking to young people there, and they're sort of, they have two kind of marriages, those that are for love and those that are arranged. And I feel our work here is like an arranged marriage. You know, we're not there for the love, but just for economics or convenience or your family or something like that, you know, and it's more fun to do it for love. And so maybe you have to do it for a while or while you do something else, but I think the goal is to work for love, not for work for an arranged marriage. Here is why you hate going to work in the morning. That's the same kind of thing. I mean, if you're waking up hating what you're doing at work every day, you want to get up. You rather put the covers over your head. I'd rather stay here. I don't want to go out and face the world. If you find something you love, like, I can't wait to get in the morning. I can't wait to go to sleep right now so I could get up in the morning and start all over again. Man, that's the fun part. I just can't wait to see what tomorrow's going to bring. Okay, here's the key to life, I think. Fun. I think fun is the greatest way to increase your chances of success or anything else you want to do in life. You know, and it's fun, but nobody teaches you how to fun, right? No, well, we're going to have algebra, English, science, and fun class. Yeah. But boy, if you have fun doing something, you're going to do it better. You're going to do it longer. You don't want to go on vacation because you love your job so much, or it's having fun. So that's why fun is so important. You know, it gets the pain to go away that we suffer all in life. All these kinds of things could be eliminated with fun. Here's another one I did. I'm just sitting here failing at stuff all day. This is how I feel my life is. I'm sitting here and failing. Somebody calls, what are you doing? Let's go. Well, I'm just sitting here failing at stuff all day. What are you up to? And I think that that's what life is really about. Where are you been able to find it? Jonathan, are you talking to me, John? Anybody, my email address is letsgofreeradio@gmail. If you don't hear from me in 2 days, beat on me because I'm an old guy. I forget stuff. If you're not born rich, you have to start a business to be rich. I mean, that's true. If you're really after wealth, the data show that people start their own business is the highest chance of being very wealthy. Either you become a doctor or a lawyer, or you inherit it, or you start a business, and that's if you're after wealth. Now, I think it's a little silly only to work for money because you're going to do stuff you're not having fun at all day, and you don't want to do that. If you're keeping your job to have, like most of us here, if you're keeping your job to have 3 square meals and a bed, then that sounds like jail to me, doesn't it? Most of us stay in our job because, oh, we need to live. We need food on our table and a place to live or something. But isn't that what they say in jail? Well, we give you 3 square meals and a bed to sleep in. Maybe that sounds like a job, too. I'll show you how to solve financial problems for free. Google shows you how to spend money. I talk about that a lot. That's the problem with Google. It's there to make money for Google. Everybody wants your money, so they're all there trying to get your money, so they give a piece of it to Google. And the people who do things for free, you can't find them. There's only one question to ask to improve your life. Gee, I wonder what that is. I'll have to read that video. Watch that video again. I forgot it. One question to ask to improve your life. I think one of it is fun. You speak from your heart, you know, because if also what I find as I got older is, Matthew, do you have info on tax lien deeds? If so, where can I go get it? No, I don't, but if you're looking for that and want it for free, I would call your local librarian because they would know about it for your area, and the reference librarian will put you on a free source there. If they don't, then call your business development center. They will. Now I forget. Forget that what I was talking about. Anyway, gosh, okay, maybe it'll come later. Okay, here's some video I did. You're going to get screwed anyway. That's it. Everybody tries to protect themselves or something, and there's a limit to that. You're going to spend so much time protecting yourself. You know, bad shit's going to happen no matter what the hell you do. You know, it's just a matter of volume. You know, and so it's a balance. How much you're going to do the preventive stuff before that becomes a career and you can't do anything else in life. Also, it's you're only going to do something if something is right, and you don't know if something's right. If it works, because it's going to fail. So that's it. I hate to read more of those, but I have a ebook on that subject. So choosing a brand, if you're interested in branding, how to choose a career, how to choose a job, how to choose what field of study you want to do, all those things. I have an ebook. If you go to letsgo.com/tutor, it's $9.95. You get 25% off by using the code BRAND, B-R-A-N-D. Use that when you go there, B-R-A-N-D at checkout, and you get it for 25% off. If somebody wants to talk about ideas and sources of money, letsgo.com/talk. We spend 10-15 minutes, usually I can get the job done there, to help you formulate maybe the best idea you have to follow through on, and where to get money. I'll send you links and all that kind of stuff to do it. What is the paper in your hand? The paper in my hand, it is actually a printout of the video ebook. So that's my talk service, and that's $1 a minute, so that's cheap as hell. I'm trying to do these very cheap because I want to learn to learn problems so I could solve more people's problems. Usually when I grew up in this kind of business, everybody said, and the rule of thumb is you charge as much as you could get. No, I want to see how little I could charge and still feel business. I don't have to worry about raising a family anymore and those kind of things, so I don't have the pressure as I did when I was 30 or 35. Also, custom research. That's the thing. I'm doing probably the best research in my life, and I've been doing this for 40 years or more, and I do it in 3 areas. You want to start a business or a nonprofit, I take your city and I show you, over 200 sources of free help and money to start any business or nonprofit in your city. I do one for housing, and that business one is $75, $79, $80. And that's custom made. This is custom made work. It takes me about 2 weeks to do it. Then I do one for housing, and that's only $50, $49.95. And I do the same for buying houses, fixing up houses, or real estate investing. And then the other one I do is, it's called $2.99, alternative sources of funding to keep money coming into you. And this is all the grants, the federal grants, the local grants, the state, nonprofit in your area. I do custom research for where you live, so you have it there, and not just one big book for the world and you find 5 for you. Every one will be right for people where you live. And I do that, and I'm working on that now. I'm working on some stage where I'll get that down cheaper instead of $80. I'm trying to get that down cheaper, and I'm looking at ways to do that, because I think every family should have that. So you have one big gigantic source. These are huge, 300 and some sources of money just in your neighborhood that you don't know about because nobody's telling you about. So I will, and that's really the stuff I'm made of. So and to reach me is letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. And if you don't hear from me in 2 days, say, "Let's go, where the hell are you? What happened?" Just yell at me. Did you go on Periscope website where the comments don't go away? Yes, I did. Yes, and that's the only place. Everybody else, well, actually, the comments on YouTube, on Facebook are there. But I'm sideways. Go to the See Me Sideways on Facebook. I don't know what happened. But anyway, pleasure. Thanks for being there, guys, and let me do what I love in life. So hope to see you soon, and love you harder. Take care. Let's see. Finish. Who's a finish?